Hello everyone, welcome back to the DMO update video. Today is the 25th of January 2023. We've got the first Digimon of the year, Gallantmon Shin, in addition of some quality of life changes. So yeah, let's get right into it. And the first thing we have is another Shin Digimon, Gallantmon Shin. And there it is, this is what it looks like. As you can see, compared to the normal Gallantmon, it looks much fancier because it's a new model. This Gallantmon was like in 2009 now, of course, and as always the wiki has been updated. And we can take a look at his base stat. As you can see, he's a triple S rank, he's a burst mode, and he has 3 families. His attribute is Virus and Light, same as the normal Gallantmon. Actually, I think same as Crimson mode. This guy is fire, Crimson mode is light, so he's Virus Light. His HP is unfortunately a little bit low. Also, his crit rate 8.9 is not great nowadays because the Spiral Mountain dungeons have insane crit rate requirement. His HP is unfortunately not that great. It's lower than Alpha Moon or Yukin X, meaning he will struggle against hard content. His evasion as well is pretty mediocre, or I guess normal. So overall the stats are okay. He is a burst mode, so he can make use of extreme evolution, so he can deal a pretty decent damage. Of course, taking a look at his skill damage, unfortunately the wiki doesn't have his F1, but his F1 is 4 seconds cooldown, and yeah, his F2 is 14 second and 55 second. And as you can see, that damage at level 1, he might be pretty strong. Like I would say even more than AOX, assuming he has skill break on at least one skill, and that is of course mainly because of him being able to use extreme evolution, maybe even less, so he might not be that great. Now of course, how to obtain him is data summon. So yeah, he is a 1% chance to obtain from a data summon and guaranteed after 100 pulls. The catch here, as you can see, is it requires a new type of data summon, the data summon epic. This one is from the cash shop, and it's actually cheaper than the normal data summon. It is actually 69 crowns. The normal one is 99, so it is cheaper. It also requires a single data summon, so he is technically cheaper than the rest of the data summon Digimon. With that said, he is still expensive, so to get the guaranteed you need 100, which basically 6,900 crowns, so that is what, 600, actually $700 more or less. So he is stupidly expensive as always. And yeah, I don't think he's worth it at all, of course, if you're gonna ask me. Since, you know, he's a bit overpriced. I don't think he's worth $700 if you ask me. Since he doesn't seem to be that much better than Alpha Moon or Yukin X. And possibly even Ultra S, assuming he doesn't have ASB. So yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of the Shin Digimon, but it is what it is. So yeah, that is Gallantmon Shin. Let's move on to the next thing. We have 2 more quality of life features added in this update. The first thing is the Verdandi Terminal Portal. They have moved the spawn location away from the portal because there used to be a bug when you enter the portal when you are in riding mode. Sometimes it literally spawns you on top of the portal, so you enter and then leave the map immediately. So of course, with the change of the spawn location, that problem has been fixed. The other pretty cool quality of life feature is now you can use the jump booster to enter the Digimon maze. Of course, previously you could only teleport to the Digimon maze entrance. Now you can use jump booster to go in any of the maze floors that you already have unlocked, so that is actually pretty cool. Moving on to the events, the first event is Gallantmon Shin double stats. As always, all new Digimons will receive double stats for a month, and the event duration is from the 25th of January until the 21st of February 2023. During the event period, Gallantmon Shin will have double stats and double skill damage. Another event related to Gallantmon Shin, during the event period, if you have Gallantmon Shin unlocked, you will be able to obtain a title from Gallantmon NPC over here from a subquest that will give you a title called Shin Crimson Knight that will give you 10% light skill damage and 500 HP, which makes this title weaker than the Magna Garurumon title, less HP and less skill damage, so it's probably just a flex. Now moving on to the daily quest, we have the first daily quest from Gallantmon Shin. The event duration of from the 25th until the 7th of February, and this one is a normal summon quest. We all know it will give you the gram item that you can go to the D terminal to summon Gallantmon Shin for the quest. So you summon it, and now we can take a look at his normal attack animation. Okay, it looks, you know, fancier than the normal one. Yeah, the normal one looks very outdated, but yeah, I mean, he looks pretty cool. I'll be the first to admit. He is like pretty cool model, but the price is a bit too much. I think I usually dislike Shin Digimon, but I think this one could be really good because the normal Gallant mode not only is weak, but I mean, I guess he is weak, so even if they remodeled normal Gallantmon, there is no point in having a cool fancy Digimon if he's an S rank, if he's literally unusable. So to some extent, I like this idea of getting Shin Digimon of the weaker Digimon, but I don't like the price tag. I mean, if it was like in Colosseum for a reasonable amount of like reasonable price, that would have been better, but I think he's just a bit too expensive. Anyway, back to the quest. The event reward will be the box of Crimson Knight. This is the item that you can get from the box, and 10 EP. Next is a continuation of the Black Rabbit events from Terriamon. It's the same thing. You talk to Terriamon and talk to him again, and it will give you the entrance to the dungeon and the second daily quest that will give you the 12 Deva Power item and 10 EP that you can use, of course, to make items same as last time. Nothing changed, and of course you can use the item to enter the dungeon to do the quest. And this time it have a Black Saint Galgomon. I mean, it does have the small Terriamon still, but you don't need them for any quest. There it is. I don't know why he's very small. That is weird. Okay, he's not that hard. Another quest reward, we took a look at it earlier. Next quest is from Empmon. And this quest is also similar, where you can just talk to him to finish the quest again. It will give you a drop of a tier item, and it will give you the next daily quest, which will give you 15 EP and 1 warm candle that you can use alongside EP. Now the quest is similar to the Gallantmon Shin one, where you have to go to the D-Terminal dungeon and use the tier to summon Etimon. There it is. And yeah, this is a quest reward, 15 EP and 1 warm candle. And the event duration is from the 25th of January and ends on the 7th of February. Next is a quest from Loopmon called Cake Delivery. The quest will give you the 4 cakes, and you have to go and use them on 4 different NPCs. Yeah, you just go to each and every NPC and you right click on him, and you have to do that to 4 different NPCs in 4 different maps. I don't like this one because once again it feels like a waste of jump boosters, honestly. So I'm not gonna do it, but the quest reward is 25 EP, 1 beverage, and New Year's gift. However, I will say it is easier than last time, it feels, but the item reward is actually still the same, except they added something new. The royal ornament is now part of the standard set of BMs. As you can see, you can get that if you want. It's still pretty weak, so these BMs are just there, I guess. And of course, renting items, everything is still the same. Same thing also for the AP, we still can get more armor seals. I already got my 1000 armor seal. I don't know if I want to get, I mean, I'm really low in defense seals, but I don't know, I don't think it's worth getting 3000, just 20 extra defense. But yeah, that is the event. Yeah, I think we're done with the events. The last thing we have is the login time reward. Here's the item that you can get every day and from the weekends. And yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think about the Shin Digimons, because I personally don't like Shin Digimons. However, I think some of them could be good, some of them could be bad. I might make a separate video talking about it. Let me know down in the comments if you would love to see that. And yeah, with that, thank you very much for watching, and see you guys in the next video.